Do we have any more Mad Libs?
Ooh, I need 3 adjectives.
All right, well let's X the audience. You pick 'em.
Fuck you, Nick. Brian.
What do you need?
An adjective.
Sexy.
Sexy. Bill.
Cautious?
Cautious. Sexy, cautious. Anyone want to end that?
Cautious.
First one. What?
Flamboyant.
Flamboyant. Sexy, cautious, and flamboyant. It sounds like Ed.
I was going to say silky. Oh, silky.
If you want to read some, I just gotta fill this in.
Are you playing with your? Are you fiddling with your invisible watch?
No, I was touching myself to see if I felt sick.
And I was curious if you had any sort of something you wanted to say before your exit, and if not, I mean, you don't have to do it now. We can say it later.
I was saving it for
Okay.
the end of the show.
I just something that I wanted to mention was, is there anyone in the audience who wants to say something or has a question for Ed?
Anybody?
Why are we making it more interesting? Like, what if you were talking at a funeral or something?
Actually, I got some.
Yeah.
Chris Carbonero's
Chris Carbonero's are you going to eulogize?
No. Shut up.
Are you secretly going to another podcast and just leaving this one?
No. No.
It's going to Slams.
No.
Anyone else? No, really?
Hey, you have questions?
Come on, Wayne.
You can say it any way you want.
Do you own a shower stick?
I'm not sure what that is, so probably not.
I wash myself with a rain on a stick.
Nick the Bunny, is that what you meant by a shower stick?
Yeah.
He said yeah. All right.
I like how it was like a.
So you
I
can-
like how it was like a team. I watched myself.
You can reach the area between my hands.
Wow.
I can see it. I can.
Here's your last chance to bring up any comic book topics you may want to talk about on this
Well,
podcast.
the big thing I wanted to talk about tonight was the end of the Marvel Universe.
Okay.
And I think we made pretty good headway into that.
Okay.
So no convergence for you.
Oh, well, we've talked about convergence a lot on the show before.
But this is gonna be your last time to talk about it.
What are you now, as a conscientious observer, what do you think is going to be a better event?
Say it. Say it.
Not what you're more interested in, what you think will be more exciting for readers everywhere.
Search your feelings, you know, be true.
Based on the way they're put together right now, I think Secret Wars is probably a better bet because we don't know that much about convergence. The basic concepts seem very similar to me, but just the way DC has of describing and their solicits and everything, convergence I can see being very confusing as to someone picking up one of those miniseries.
Yeah.
For a layman to pick this up and have no clue what's
The
going
New
on.
52 is how many years old now?
3 years.
3.
Oh, wait.
So now,
2011.
you've got somebody who picked up comics, and honestly, this is serviceable.
Just past 3
If somebody has been reading comics, DC comics, for the past year and a half, and all of a sudden you're gonna throw.
Well, I've been telling
Yeah.
customers. I've asked a couple customers today. I was like, "Listen, there's an event called Convergence coming up. There's 42 issue miniseries. If you could do us like the favor, do a little bit of research and tell us what you want." Well, I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
Where every fucking Marvel fan knows there's an event on the horizon.
Yeah.
Because Marvel builds this shit. It doesn't just drop every book and start an event.
I have a big problem with convergence after the solicits have
There's
been
only,
revealed.
there's only one Green Lantern book.
No, there's 2. No, that every mini is $3.99.
Yep.
That's gonna be tough.
They're drawing the line at 3.
Just because say someone
I thought it
really
was $2.99.
Yeah, so did I.
say someone just like really has been reading comics for the last 3 years and now what they know is the New 52, and they don't really know the continuity before the 52. You're gonna give them all these books, and even if they're interesting, now they're $1 more. All of them.
Try something.
Every single one of them is. So like for the New 52 right now, when they started, of the 52 titles, there was I think 4 $3.99 books. The rest were $2.99. Right now, there's a couple more
Well,
that
what that probably tells me is once the line comes back, everything is probably going to be free.
Probably, you're right. I mean, Marvel has pushed $3.99 as well.
Yep.
But
There's
Yeah,
a
some
number
books
one's at
do, yeah.
$4.99.
There's a handful.
Wolverines is the first $4 weekly book.
Wasn't Ant-Man $5?
The first issues for a lot of books.
Star
are $5.
Wars, Death of Wolverine.
Well, first issues they usually beef up.
But there's a little bit more.
But then
They
it's
need to
gonna
add
be
some
tough.
crap in the back.
Yeah, there's more content, more
Yeah.
pages.
I mean, like say like the Atom, for example. Here's a $3.99 miniseries for a character who hasn't really been to 52.
Well, it's my question. How many pages are included? Are there more pages in the $3.99?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I honestly doubt it. Not even to be.
Because if
like a
it's
dick.
if they're all 32 pages, then yeah, that kind of sucks.
But I'm just thinking in the retailer perspective that kind of makes it even a harder push.
That's why I made a comment to a handful of people just to start trying to help ourselves.
I mean, the God's honest truth is, any sort of event, anything that was a 3D cover, a Villains Month, a whatever for DC, has done good.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no doubt there's going to be people who
Buying
are gonna
all of
be,
it.
yeah, absolutely, completely interested.
I agree.
In Convergence. Next week, a big book that comes out is the Multiversity Guidebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna hopefully explain a lot of stuff.
There was a nice little guide in that free book that we had that we ran out of really fast. There was a nice little multiversal guide to what on the map that we had in the window for so long, like some of the Earths are.
Yeah, like Darwin Cook's New Frontier is actually like Earth 21.
I forgot which one Kingdom Come was.
Yeah, like they gave them specific Earths now. But another thing with Secret Wars is that Marvel announced that all those solicits of all the different events, all of those are going to be minis attached to Secret Wars. So there's going to be a lot of books to that too. So you guys can have a fun summer.
Woo! Woo!
Awesome.
Yeah, comics. Any more Mad Libs?
Oh no, we have all the words. I just gotta read them.
All right,
Woo!
let's go.
Mad Libs!
Put me on the spot like that.
Madman.
Time?
These are moon facts.
Oh yeah.
The first fact: even though the moon first appears as a sexy slice of light and becomes a full button, it doesn't change its Utah. Thanks, Tony. The moon looks as different as the cautious sun illuminates its different baby facials. Fact 2. The moon slaps around the Earth once every 109 days.
That's good.
If the moon... Fact 3. If the moon were to be seen next to the Earth, it would look like a tennis chipmunk next to a bowling chipmunk. In 1969, Ed and Wang from the Apollo Coffee Cake were the first human jelly beans to set Tiger's dick on the moon. Many historians and labias believe this to be the most flamboyant achievement in the history of the Goldilocks.
That was